But that's not all. Google always attempts to expand itself and rule the technology world. A number of products have been invented to satisfy the needs of users. Take Gmail and Essence as striking examples.
Start with email that offers more. Gmail does more than send and receive emails. It connects people and lets you chat instantly while viewing a snapshot of your team's relevant activities and access to everything they've shared with you.
Released in 2007, Gmail is the first online email service which provides users with 1 GB storage and categorizes emails based on their threads. But Gmail is far more than just a mail service. It connects people all over the world and lets them share ideas and interests with a click of mouse. Moreover, there is Essence, a distinctive application Google designed exclusively for its ad business.
Homepage was clean and efficient, free of annoying banner ads and pop-ups. Larry Page and Sergey Brin watched as their search engine Google became more and more popular. But that engine still wasn't translating into real money, and they had no viable business plan to make Google turn a profit.
Our founders decided that for the longest time that we weren't going to get into the ad business. However, I think the breakthrough idea came when we said, look, why don't we just show ads that are purely text-based and doesn't have any, moving images or distracting stuff.
Based on the search, Google would provide simple ads for people to click through. So in October 2000, Google embarked on a new business, online advertising.
Essence, launched in 2003, an application targeted advertising, has become Google's main income source by providing online advertisements for companies. But Google is more than that. It always longs for expanding its influential region. With PageRank as a core value, Google's ambition is to penetrate into many other aspects of technology. An insatiable appetite for the new and innovative, spanning a wide spectrum of technologies, means Google's constantly on the prowl.
Not everything, of course, is invented at Google. We also have teams looking for great technology in small companies that we can pick up, that we can buy, where they would benefit from the structure.
With plenty of cash and stock at its disposal, Google is able to scoop up companies it is interested in. That's how Google Earth, Picasa, and Rightly became Google products. Now, let's take a quick look at 5 most intriguing acquisitions of Google to see what it has got. Number 4. YouTube. Acquisition date 10th of December 2006 at a cost of $1.65 billion. Looking at YouTube purely just as a search engine, it's bigger than Bing, Yahoo, and Ask, all combined. In fact, it's the largest search engine on the planet, second to only Google Search itself. Reputed as a wonderful alternative to television, YouTube has achieved marvelous success that other online sites can hardly do. Number 3. Motorola Mobility. Acquisition date 15th of August 2011 at a cost of $12.5 billion. Google took advantage of Motorola Mobility's trouble in 2010 to get themselves into the hardware side of the smartphone world, but then unexpectedly sold it to Lenovo for $2.9 billion. It's like they just want to hang on to some of the patents they acquired from the acquisition of Motorola to help Android defend itself against Apple. Number 2. Boston Dynamics. Acquisition date 10th of December 2013. Cost $1. As you may know, Boston Dynamics is the company that created the robotic technology. This acquisition means that Google now is on some of the most advanced robotic technology on the planet. It doesn't end there though. Number 1. Next. Acquisition date 13th of January 2014 at a cost of $3.2 billion. Tesla previously created some very beautiful smart thermostats and smoke detectors as part of their goals to create a conscious home. Google is going to help them to do that in a very big way. We may eventually see a home powered by Android and Google now. Another aspect that sets Google apart from other technology companies is its working environment. Google Campus totally escapes from ordinary offices and offers employees utmost comfort. Creativity and innovation is two noticeable characteristics of Google Workplace. To create the happiest, most productive workplace in the world, it is normal to see a company with a labyrinth of play areas, canteens with free meals, or snack bar with varied food choices.
It's definitely very eccentric, but also very academic.
At Google, we actually do have the ability to make more of an impact on people and more of a change in 1 year than many people do in their lifetimes.
It's an environment in which very few limitations are placed on where your mind can be during the day.
Google's New York office, it's the first office where engineering happens outside Mountain View, and it's the biggest office where engineering happens outside Mountain View.
It's the single largest sales office that Google has. We have probably upwards of 900 people in a building in Chelsea, New York, which happens to be the second largest footprint of any building in New York City.
We have yoga, we have Pilates.
I love massages, I'm a spa queen.
Let me mention the food.
The food here, by the way, is great.
We have a French lunch where we get together and we speak French. We have the great cafeterias.
There's any type of amazing cuisine, even better than some of the restaurants in New York.
You get all the perks that you can get in Silicon Valley, and you also get this great city as a backdrop.
And so it's great that you can work in New York and have that cosmopolitan lifestyle, but still have the opportunity, both career-wise and interest-wise, to work on any number of products within Google.
Apart from an orthodox working environment, Google's success can also be attributable to its outstanding workforce. The so-called Googlers are a combination of brilliant individuals from four corners of the world. And in order to gather such outstanding people under one roof, Google develops a unique recruiting process.
Google is made up of a number of individuals who have very creative and unique backgrounds, and so that's why we're very interested to know what makes you different and what makes you potential Google material.
We generally like people who are very excited about technology, who really love what they're doing.
As somebody who's just really fascinated by tricky technical puzzles.
A special person who fits into a very international team.
And come from a strong educational background.
What makes Google really unique is, in fact, the mix of people that we do have here. The hiring process at Google has a lot of mystique behind it, but actually it's pretty simple.
You apply for a job at Google, you're then contacted by one of the recruiting team who tells you a little bit more about what to expect, what it's like to work at Google.
Likely for most people it'll start out with a phone screen, and this will be anywhere from 30 to 45-minute conversation with somebody who is in a similar role. From there, if that goes well, we tend to either have another phone screen to get more information, or we likely have somebody come on site to do an interview here in our Google facility.
Generally, we'll have 5 interviews in one day, usually about 45 minutes in duration.
That day has been compared to a very difficult exam at the university to a great day of exchanging thoughts and ideas with like-minded individuals.
Basically what we tend to do is really to test people's problem-solving abilities within the field that we're recruiting for. So what we tend to do is give candidates questions related to the area and have them solve the problem in real time.
What's important to note here is that it's not necessarily a question of whether you get all your answers right or wrong, but the process that you use in order to solve these problems, because creativity is really very important for the company.
At Google, everyone is very involved in the hiring process, and therefore trying to coordinate a lot of schedules takes time, as well as making sure that we're giving enough time to review how a candidate did, whether it was in the phone screen or on site. In general, we try to make sure we move it as fast as possible to make sure you're not waiting wondering, how did I do?
The people I had interviews with were just awesome.
It was more like chatting than an interview, real interview, so I really had fun.
I actually sat at the same table for lunch with Eric Schmidt.
here's what gives us hope. The world knows how to fight this disease.
Here we go. Ready?
Did you hear those words?
Just rendezvousing with this comet is an extraordinary thing. We're going to make discoveries that no one's imagined yet.